Okay, I'm gonna pull up the first one, and then I'm gonna share my screen and show it to everyone here. Just give me 1 second. Alright, you can see that, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna
December is
full screen it here, and then I have to turn it down because it gets pretty loud a lot of the time.
December is often a time to slow down and check in with how you're feeling physically, mentally, and emotionally. With this busy holiday season, more events, high sugar intake, lack of sleep, and alcohol intake, it's easy for our bodies to feel overwhelmed, tired, and out of balance. This is a time of year to reflect on areas you may want more support with, such as digestion, fatigue, immunity, skin health, and women's health concerns. And as we move through the season, it is helpful to remember that most extended health insurance plans reset at the end of the month, and naturopathic consultations are covered under many insurance providers. So if you've been meaning to prioritize your well-being before the end of the year, now is the time to do it. Let's aim for optimal health as we head into 2026. And I wish all of you a peaceful, restorative December. December is often a
Alright,
time to slow down.
Andrew, what are you thinking here?
Um, to be honest, I think ChatGPT wrote it, but the hook, there wasn't really much of a hook. I mean, the main thing was just like talking about like December is like a good time to get things done. I think that was the overall of the ad was saying like, hey, your benefits are about to end. So, which we'll probably see in a lot of the other ads, but your benefits are about to end, so you should probably like use them is like the overall goal of the ad. But yeah, I mean, it's all right. I don't know how many people will click through, but I think it's good in general.
Yeah, I'm what I think is good is she is confident when she's speaking here. She's clear what she's saying. It's not and it's very natural, although, yeah, I do agree it does sound a little robotic and scripted, but the overall way she comes across is natural, just a person talking to a camera, so yeah, I'm just gonna replay the hook at the beginning. For those of you that don't know what the hook is when we're discussing that, it's the first, 5 to 8 seconds of the ad. It's the most important part of the ad. This is how you get people to stop scrolling, stop what they're doing, and actually listen to the rest of it, or maybe even get them curious enough to click the link and see, what it's about if they want more information. So yeah, this is the most important part of the ad. So I'm just gonna replay the very beginning portion here.
December is often a time to slow down and check in with how you're feeling physically, mentally, and emotionally. With this busy holiday season,
Okay, so that's the hook, the part where she says December is often time to slow down emotionally, blah blah blah, whatever else she said there. I'm not a huge fan of that hook. I think I agree. I think it sounds a little scripted. It sounds, if I'm scrolling or her audience is scrolling, they're probably not. That's not going to be enough to get them to actually stop and think, "Oh, okay, well, what's this? I want to know more." That's a little too basic, a little too robotic sounding, but overall, I think this ad is actually gonna do okay because she actually is a very confident speaker and can go about it well.
Yeah, so a good way to like change this a little bit is just put something because the overall of the ad is talking about benefits and using them before December. So say like, hey, if you work for a company that provides benefits, make sure you use them before the end of December because of blank, and then keep going through the rest of the ad because the rest of the ad's good. But if you even just do something like that, that hook will convert so many more people to actually want to click through.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, let's look at the landing page here. Let me just put this on the screen. All right. Okay, so this is the landing page we're dealing with. Um oh man, I'm gonna butcher that name, but Dr. Dillawall, is that what we're gonna say? Dillawall, something like that. Sorry if I'm not pronouncing the name right. And
Probably
just so
dollar
everyone's
wall.
aware, any clinics we go through, we talk about, if you're watching this and you're a practitioner, you're the owner, whatever, reach out to us. We'd love to do a more in-depth version of this. Obviously, we can only, cover so much with the public information we have. We'd love to do more, go through the numbers more with you, actually figure out what's really going to make a difference, what's really going to drastically improve your marketing efforts. Or if you're a clinic that wants us to go through your stuff, you want us to talk about it, you want us to, even if it's with you one on one and just you want to ask questions, reach out to us as well. We'd be more than happy to do that. um okay, so now this is a naturopath clinic in Calgary I'm seeing here. This is a pretty simple landing page. My first thoughts is I like how simple this is. However, the actual words are, it's sort of like the ad where it seems like it's a little bit AI, it's a little bit chat GPT like, where you just have her name, doctor of naturopathic medicine, and then like we take a holistic approach to treating the root cause of your health concerns. We work, all this stuff that, yes, it's fine to have, but it's not meaningful to the person reading it. It's not going to actually cause people to make a decision. It's almost just text on a screen at this point. But again, it's not terrible. It's not like this is awful. It's just not, it could be taken to the next level very easily. That's sort of my overall thought of it. There's lots of ways this could be improve drastically. One, okay, if we're just going through the most important part of the landing page is the first thing you see, which is the headline here. This headline should not be the name of the doctor ever, unless the doctor is extremely famous and everyone knows who the doctor is. Maybe that's an exception. If you're not very famous, like to a point where almost everyone would know who you are, then you should not put your name as the headline, because that doesn't mean anything to anyone. Nobody, honestly, nobody cares what your name is. They're selfish. They care about, okay, I have this problem and I want to know if you can solve it. I have this pain point. I have, this mental issue, emotional issue. Can you help me with it? That's what you should put at the headline. What you actually provide as a solution to people. Andrew, what do you think here?
Yeah, I think you covered that first set. You scroll down a little bit. Like, I mean, this is a great section, but just don't put it at the start. Like, put it at one of these under boxes. But for the frequently asked questions, like, I do not think those are frequently asked questions. Like, those are not things that people are coming up to you and asking you most of the time. Like, if you do have a tab like this, it's very good. Like, frequently asked questions is something that could help a lot of people push to the next step, but do something that will actually benefit people, that addresses their pain point and talks about how you can help with it and like the solution that you have to that versus like what is naturopathic medicine or education of a life, like that stuff isn't like I'm not going to ask those questions. So anyways, yeah, that's pretty much it for the rest of it. You pretty much covered the rest.
Yeah, I'd say sort of going off of the questions, it a better way to almost say that is it needs to be more specific. Like this is like as if someone has never heard of naturopath before and they're just asking, "Hey, what is naturopath?" But be more specific. If you find that, "Oh, I end up working with pregnant women a lot," then what you should put in this area here in the frequently asked questions is, how can you help pregnant woman? What do you do? What are the steps you take? What is the first step? How much will it cost? How long is it going to take? What are people saying about it? Like, this is the kind of stuff that you want to answer. It just needs to be a little bit more specific into what is like I said, for example, if you work with, let's say this person works with pregnant women a lot, you should put on here somewhere, maybe in the FAQ, maybe on this side, I don't know, but you should put on here, hey, listen, if you are a pregnant woman dealing with X, Y, and Z problem, and you want to feel like ABC, or you want to feel like this solution, then we help you with this treatment. We do this service, we do that, whatever it is. We help you bridge that gap and get there. That's what people want to hear. And then they want to hear why you're different than everyone else. They don't right now this is almost just talking about as if, hey, we're a naturopath clinic, or hey, I'm a naturopathic doctor, you should come see me, because naturopath is natural and it's different than conventional. But you're not the only natural. This would work if you were the only naturopathic doctor in Calgary, but you're not. There's tons of naturopathic clinics in Calgary. So why should they go to you? Who do you help? What problems do you deal with the most? What kind of solutions do you offer? What kind of treatments do you offer? Those are the questions people are wondering. A little bit more specific on like going through the mind of the questions and stuff like that. Okay, so now we're gonna give a rating. Um out of 10. Now, this is rating the ad and the landing page together, sort of the first step of their system, how that flows together, an overall rating out of 10. And we're gonna be honest with people. Like, we're not gonna, if it's really good, we're gonna say it's really good. If it's really bad, we're gonna say it's really bad. If I'm rating this one out of 10, I think I'm gonna give it I'm between a 5 and a 6 out of 10 is what I'm between. What are you thinking, Andrew?
Yeah, I was gonna say a 5, and just to clarify, like, this is for like, our opinion is this going to book in people? Because like, that's what we do. We, like, get people to have booked in appointments, so that's what we're, like, also grading this off of. But yeah, I'd say 5 out of 10, but it can easily be optimized to be like a 7 with
Yes.
just small tweaks.
Yes, exactly, and that's what I was gonna add is that this could very easily be turned into a 7 or 8 out of 10 with not that much effort put in. It's just as the type of words the as she's saying in the ad needs to be changed, and then the text here on the landing page needs to be changed, and boom, it's now a 7 or 8 an 8 out of 10. So, um, yeah. Uh Okay, I do see down here actually, as we were talking, there was a spot up here where areas of focus and you can go through here, which that's great. And you can hover over and it shows you. But again, why is this not at as soon as you go on right underneath here? Why is that not there? That's something that needs to be up front and more specific about, but she does have it, which is great. Okay, let's move on to the next one here. Let me quickly and this. And, yeah, like and Andrew's completely right about, we focus on actually getting booked in calendars, getting you leads, getting you patients. That's what we focus on. So when we're rating people, that is what we're looking at. We're not looking at, well, we are looking at design, but that's not our focus. We're not telling you how pretty something looks. We're giving it to you based on the fact of, do we think from our experience, from the people we've worked with, what we've done ourselves, would this actually get you people booking into your clinic? That's what we're rating it on out of 10 when we do that.